to you, then what you have to do is you have to make it short and sweet. You got to remember, we live in a day and age of Twitter, Instagram, Facebooks. They say that most Facebook posts, unless you are very, very skilled at copy, like don't look at my Facebook posts because they're like diary entries, right? But the reason why they're like that is because I'm to the point now where a lot of people have seen me go from like, they've seen me progress in my business. They've seen the growth. So now they're more willing to pay attention to me, even if the post is long, even if the video is long. Okay, you don't want to do that when you're starting out. You want to keep it short and sweet because people are unfamiliar with you at first, so they have to build up to that type of loyalty with their time. Like if you're doing a video, like a lot of people be like, my video wasn't long, and I'm like, perfect. It only needs to be like 3 to 5 minutes starting out. No, seriously, it only needs to be to like 3. Learn how to say things in a succinct manner, still give them information, still be detailed, still be impactful, but do it in a 3 to 5 minute time period, like times, like a window, right? Because people are like, well, who is this? Now, once they get to know you, you can lengthen that thing and you can really go deep in the conversations, and people won't mind because now they have an affinity towards you. But if you're reaching out to your customers and you're trying to follow up with them, do not be like, hey, I'm just checking to see if I really care about you and I want to see you succeed. No, 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 no. Straight to the point. Tried the tea yet? Tried the tea yet? I know.
Yes.
You might want to say something like, I know it's a lot going on. Tried the tea yet? Make them answer you yes or no. Because if they have to read too much, they visually they're overwhelmed. Like you can't be typing diaries and dissertations to people. Okay?
Yes, I'm going to remember that. I need to make voice notes because I always want to write a lot.
And let me tell you something else about voice notes. Now, well, on don't think about what I do in the WhatsApp, because in the WhatsApp I be serenading y'all. It'd be a 5-minute voice note. On Facebook, you only have 1 minute. Facebook and Instagram. Did you know you can do voice notes in the DM?
No. Oh yeah. I do. I do that with my daughter. Yep.
Okay, cool. Yep. So you can do voice notes in the DM and voice notes in the Messenger, but you have a 1-minute limit. So, what was I going to say? I was going to say
just a short 1 minute. Get a 1 minute feel together.
Yeah, and if you have to do multiple ones, you can, but you can say a whole lot in 1 minute. Like you can say a whole lot in 1 minute, and the more you practice this, the easier it's going to become. Like you're going to be surprised at what all you get out in a minute, right? And it shows you the progress bar on it, so you'll know about when it's about to cut you off. But the other thing about voice notes that's really, really good, what do I tell y'all all the time? Become a person of high value. Become a person of high value. That does not mean just a person of high value as it relates to TLC products or health and wellness industry. That just means be a person of high value. Okay, what is your value to the marketplace? For a lot of people, they think of me when they think of like basically kind of sort of anything. They'll be like, hey, Kim, do you know of any good face masks? Or do you know, because anytime I try something, I'm usually like, hey, y'all, look at what I just bought on Amazon. And I'm giving a review of it, right? So you want to become a person of high value. What does this have to do with the voice notes? What it has to do with the voice notes, Shanika, is this. A lot of people have no clue that you can send voice notes through Facebook or through Instagram. Do you know how many of my clients I send voice notes to, and they're like, that was amazing. I didn't know you could do voicemail.
I didn't know you could do it on Facebook. So
see?
I didn't pay attention.
So when you start doing that, now you've told that person, yeah, girl, And then guess what? This becomes a part of your story. This is what y'all don't understand. When I tell y'all, constantly be marketing, constantly be advertising, not just the money that you're making in this business, but the growth that you're having. You got to market the growth. You know why? Because most people are going to experience exponential growth before they experience exponential bank accounts. A lot of people stay in the business even though they're not making how much they want to make just yet, because they're growing so much. And because they're growing so much, they know the money is inevitable. And that's the right way to do it, so that you don't just get the money, but you keep the money. So you have to establish early on with people, I am a person of value. I am a person who can teach you things. And when they say, I didn't know you could send voice notes through Facebook or Instagram, you say, yeah, actually, I didn't know it either. I found out about it when I joined my team, and I'm just learning so much about technology. I'm just learning so much about, so do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. The self-development stuff, too. I do share a little bit of that.
Yeah, I'm saying everything has to be full circle. So when you're following up with your customers, it's an opportunity to have a conversation with them. Some of your customers, they're going to need to just vent about life in general. If you are plugging into your personal development, I'm telling you, some things like when you're hearing David E. Monetier and Les Brown, and you're hearing Ray Higdon, and you're hearing all of these leaders, Bob Proctor, and you're hearing the same Earl Nightingale, Dale Carnegie, and if you, especially, I encourage people, like, if you find something you really like, listen to it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until you can almost recite it. Let it become a part of you. Don't just listen to it, embody it, live it, breathe it. And if you do that, I'm telling you, you will be on the phone with people and they will be opening up their heart to you. And let me tell you something. I always know I'm doing something right when people say, I can't believe I told you that. And I'll be like, yes, I can't believe it either. But yes, I'm doing something right. Not in a sneaky way, but in a, if somebody can tell you something, I can't believe I told you that. You like, okay, they trust me. I am doing something right. That is a signal. There are certain clues that people give me when people sign up with me and they say, I'm excited. I'm like, yes, I'm doing something right. I don't want them to sign up with me and be like, oh, I hope this works. I'm like, oh no, that was all wrong. That's not how I want us to start, with instant regret. I want you to be excited. Yay, I can't wait for my box to come. Awesome. Well, we're not going to wait for your box to come. Here's your homework. Do tonight. We're going to start making your money back right now. If you can not just do personal development, but live personal development, then when those people reach out to you and they have an issue and they have a concern outside of the transaction, and you can pour into them, you can give them a quote, you can give them a story, an anecdote, you can give them some sage advice, and it just comes out of your mouth to the point where you're like, dang, I don't even know what I just said. They'll be like, can you say that again? And you'll be like, really, I can't. I'm surprised I said it myself, But when that happens, I'm telling you, that is how you recruit. That is how you get loyal customers. And we're not even talking about just in business. I'm talking about in life. When you start networking with people and you can become a person of value to them, you can give them a different frame, a different perspective to see through which they can see the lens of their current situation. When everybody else is telling them, well, it's going to be what it's going to be. It is what it is. You just being realistic. And if you come and say, no, your current situation is not meant to swallow you up, but it's actually meant for you to be a platform. Like, you're going through this stuff because one day, if you so choose to make a change, you'll get past this story onto your glory. And now somebody is going to come along just like you, who's been through exactly what you've been through. And they're going to think that nobody understands. And you're going to be able to tell them, the heck you say? I definitely understand. I have the same exact story. And you're going to serve as an inspiration for somebody else. That's why you're going through this. When you can tell people that, and everybody else in their life is just like, well, that's just how our family is. We curse. Right?
No.
When you can be that shining light in somebody's life, and I don't mean it in a manipulative way. I mean it seriously. Like, everybody has a light. Everybody has a mission. Everybody has a purpose. So many people, though, have just gotten caught up in the normalcy of life, the people that they hang around, and their current situation, that they don't think they can do any better. But as long as you're living, you still have a purpose. And we're all put here to serve a certain group of people. Again, you have to be drenched in personal development to understand this, to believe this. And then when you believe it and you have conviction like that, you can tell somebody else that unequivocally. And you know for a fact that what you're saying is true. And people buy belief. Either they're going to sell you on their belief that they're nothing, or you're going to sell them on the belief that God is no respecter of persons. If you've seen anybody do great things, then you can do it too. Now, the belief may be as short-lived as the conversation. They might be like, thank you so much, Shanika, and then get off the phone and be like, woo, 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 again. But, at least in that moment, you gave them a glimmer of hope. And when you can do that, I'm telling you, the name of the game is value. You have to become a person of high value before you will get money. Money is it's a physical representation of value. If you're not very valuable to a lot of people, nobody's going to give you a physical representation of value, right? And it has nothing to do with whether or not you're a good person. It's a lot of good people that are broke. They'll stay broke forever. We're talking about value, right?
Yes, that is what those action steps will give me.
Yes, Ray Higdon is amazing. I'm so glad that he had that opening in Rank Makers during this Corona time for y'all to get in for free. And I'm so happy that so many of y'all took advantage of it, because I'm telling you, for years I listened to Ray Higdon. And he cut a video a day for 9 years straight. I mean, he's probably longer than that. But he's king. Yeah, the consistency king. And it's paid him. I mean, the return on investment in his time has been exponential. So he definitely, and I have so many Ray Higdon courses, man, I haven't even gone through all of them. But he is phenomenal. And when the team went to the Rank Makers event last year, let me tell you something, we bonded on a whole nother level. We learned so much, and you can really get caught up in your company. So seeing people in other companies, it was just like, wow, it gives you such a broader, such an aerial view of this profession instead of the myopic. Because see, when you're in your company, you think your auto ship is a lot of money. 120 points.
Yeah.
But you get around some people in some other companies, and to start, it's like $5K. You like, man, it builds. See, those types of events, they elevate you. Because when you get around other people, now you see, what am I complaining about? Like, really, what am I complaining about? So if somebody is sitting next to you and to start in their company is $5,000, and you know it ain't even 1% of that to start in your company, barely. It's barely 1% of that to start in your company. Now your belief is so much bigger that people can join you, because you're like, man, she getting people to sign up for $5,000. You can't tell me I can't get somebody to sign up for $50,000.
Most definitely. Oh
right?
My gosh.
That's why I say personal development, events, all these things, they play a major role. Now you just don't want to, be listening and not doing, and you don't want to go to events and not implement. But when you're with the right team and they're holding your butt to the, accountable, they're holding your feet to the fire, man, I'm telling you, you can make so much money. It's not even funny. And you can make money not just in your company. Like I've had people offer to pay me for to do their social media. And I'm like, no. Because I don't want to get sidetracked. And then I've had people offer to pay me for some other things, and I do take that money. It just depends on what the money is for. But when you establish yourself as someone of value, there's no limit to the money that you can make. But it starts with the simple things, following up with customers. What do you say when you follow up? You have to constantly control the conversation with questions. Don't ever message somebody and be like, hey, Kara. Kara will be like, hey. I
didn't even get a hey on that one.
I know people who do that. They be like, hey, so-and-so. And the person will be like, hey, with the hand emoji. And then they be like, Kim, what do I say now? I'll be like, I don't know, because that was silly. Like, I don't know. I would never message somebody and be like, hey, what's supper? I know when people do that to me, it's really weird.
I definitely have a note on this follow-up, and I will definitely follow the script and see if I can ring those back in.
Okay, and I'm going to do something with you that I haven't done in a long time. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to hate me for it, but you'll be all right. You'll live. Okay, so I told you this high baby voice you have is real cute. But we got to get the boss in you out, right? We got to get the steamroller in you out. So let me hear your bass voice. Say something authoritative. If I'm okay, so you talked about your customer Lisa. If I'm Lisa and I call you right now, how's the conversation gonna go? You pick up the phone, ring, say hello.
Okay, hold on. Hey, Lisa, it's so nice.
You don't know it's Lisa. You don't know it's Lisa. You just pick up the phone.
Oh, okay. Because I got everybody's number in my phone, but
okay, I'm calling you from an unknown number.
Because I might have a customer, so I'll be trying to answer all the calls now, but
that's
I'll still
good.
be screening a little bit.
That's good to call them to have everybody saved in your phone. Because my customers do like that. If I haven't spoken to them a year and they call and I'm like, hey, Sean, what's up? And they be like, I'd be like, yeah, what's up? Just like you the strange one if you think I don't know you. So that is good. But let's say I'm calling from an unknown number. The phone rings. Ring. Ring.
Hello, hey.
Hey, Shanika, this is Lisa. You sent me a text message and it was pretty long, so I didn't read it. I didn't have time. It was like 50 million things going on. But I was just calling you back to see what was that message about?
Oh yeah, okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm in the middle of a little bit of business, but I was trying to get back to you on the Nutraverse. You had mentioned that you wanted to try it and you were going to go on the website. I just wanted to know if you needed any help with that.
I think I have it. I just have to find the time to actually do it. Are you okay, Shanika?
Yeah, no, I'm still here. Sorry. Got distracted by the kids trying to get in the room.
I feel you.
What's a good time for me to call you back and I can help you get that taken care of? How about that?
Well, I think I have it. I don't see. That's the thing. Like, it's really hard with right now with me teaching the kids at school, at home. You know this, and I am fortunate enough to have my job, but I'm working from home, so I can't tell you a good time. Like, things are so crazy right now.
Okay, well, how about this? How about you just, you can give me your email, and I can just send you the Nutraverse right from my inventory from the house. I have personal inventory here, too, if that's okay.
You just need my email?
Yeah, just your email, and then, and your address so I can mail it out to you.
Okay, but how am I going to pay you?
Well, let's see. How would you like to do that? I have a couple of
I would like to send
options.
a check.
I have a square pay.
I would like to send a check. I would like to send a check.
No, don't do me like that.
Yeah, I told you you were going to hate me.
Not a check, lady.
I would like to send a pigeon dove. He'll be there in 4 days. You never ask the customer, how would you like to do something? What if they say, I'd like to do it in installments of $1 a week? By check.
Right. Should I have said, okay, well, I take square pay. You want to just take care of it right now?
You only want to have like 2 things. So like for me, I have Zelle. I love Zelle. The money goes direct to my bank account, or I have Clover, and I let them know I have Zelle, or I can take your credit card number over the phone. I have through my bank merchant account. I have a bank merchant and a processor. That's because I do have a bank merchant, and so I let them know, just like any other small business, I have a legitimate bank merchant. And if you don't have that, you don't have to say that, but you can just let them know, hey, you can send the money directly to me by Cash App, or I can take a credit card over the phone and process it with my credit card processor. But the whole thing the whole thing is, and I gave you a hint before we started this. I said I want to hear your bass voice. Your voice stayed on the upswing the whole entire time. It sounded like you were cheesing, just skinning and grinning the whole entire time you were talking to me. You never transition to the downswing when you went for the money. When you went to, and you got to understand too. I need you. See, this is why I tell people, you got to go through the numbers. You got to call a lot of people. You got to talk to a lot of people, because you got to develop that instinct.
You need that experience.
Yeah, yes. If somebody says, well, I think I have it, I'll be quick to tell them, don't sound like you do. Let me help you out. Do you see that? You just said you have a lot on your plate. Let me take this one thing off. Girl, shoot me your email right now. Shoot me your address right now. All right, let's take care of this payment. Boom, 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 boom. Do you know how when you go to a car dealership and you're like, I'm just looking, and then 6 hours later you walk out with a car and you're like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Those salesmen know is that they've been trained. Direct instruction. Yes, I sold cars too, by the way. So I know. Yeah, it was excellent training. I didn't do well at selling cars. I did better at making friends. I made a bunch of friends and made no sales, but But it was great sales training. But I'm telling you right now, you have got to learn how to transition from that high pitch, very relatable, it breaks down the barriers, hey voice, to the down authoritative, listen, I can help you, let me help you, bass type voice. You've got to transition. And you, just like you recorded the video, you really might need to get like a computer that has a voice recorder on it and start recording your voice. If you start recording your conversations, you'll be blown away. I tell everybody record. When Candy B used to come to my house, she used to hate me. I used to record. If she was next to me in a customer call, I would record her and I'd be like, look how you sound. But she'll tell you she learned a lot. She learned a lot. I learned a lot from recording my voice. I learned a lot from recording videos and watching myself back. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Kim, you have some pretty bad habits. And I still have bad habits, but you wouldn't believe how much worse they used to be. But you've got to learn how to transition down, and you've got to learn how to lead, and you've got to learn how, when somebody says, if you sense a hesitation in their voice, say, I sense that there's something you're not saying. Or I sense that you could use me, you could use my help even though you say you got it. Let me go ahead and take this off your plate. Always position. It's about the position. It's about the frame. Always frame it in a way that you're helping them. Because guess what? You are. They're the ones that said they wanted the product. It is your quote unquote job to get the product to them, to break down all barriers to them getting the product to them. Okay? But never just leave it out there. Well, what you want to do? No. These are your options. Try to give no more than 2. The human mind has a lot going on. If you start giving them 4, I got Zelle, I got PayPal, I got Cash App, I got that. They're like, I'll just go on the website. And I strongly encourage y'all to, if I were you, I would cut 3 videos. There's 3 videos that you have to cut that will save you so much time and make you so much money. And those